Hello students, how are you? I hope you all are fit and fine. So dear students, you all are aware that we are reading chapter 6 on the face of it written by Susan Hill. This lesson tells us about the perception of people in our society, how people make bad remark on physically challenged people in our society, how physically disabled people being treated, how they are being treated in our society. This lesson is the fine example of it, in which we have seen two main characters, Mr. Lamb and Dale. Mr. Lamb, an old man, while Dairy is a boy of 14 years. There are two main characters in this story, Mr. Lamb, old man, and Dairy, a boy of 14 years. Mr. Lamb lives alone in a garden. His house is located in a garden and he always keeps the gate open because he also enjoys the company. He also enjoys talking someone. So that is why he always keeps his gate open. He has no objection for if anyone enters the garden. He has no objection. He wants the people to come to his garden. So kids used to enter his garden. Kids used to scrum means steal crab apples. This time, this boy, Dale, who is a boy of 14 years, enters Mr. Lamb's garden. Considering that there is no one in the garden, but he heard a voice which startled him. It was the voice of Mr. Lamb. When he heard the sound of Mr. Lamb told him that he should be careful while walking because crab apples were there, they fell on the ground. Then Daddy got shocked, got surprised, as he thought that there was no one in the garden, but he finds someone there. Then a conversation started between Dairy and Mr. Lamb. Mr. Lamb was a man of positive thoughts. On the other hand, Dairy, out of his experience, he was totally negative about this world. When conversation started, Dairy told Mr. Lamb that he did not like be with people. He did not like to be with people because his face was burnt with acid. His one side of his face was burnt with acid, and it looked ugly. That is why he did not want to be with people with his ugly face, because people used to talk about his ugly face. The people around him used to talk about his ugly face. So he was fed up of hearing it. So that is why he did not like to be with people. When Mr. Lamb told him that, he was also the man of, he was also physically disabled, physically challenged, as his one leg was of tin. But Derry, he was affected with the negativity in such a way that he was not ready to accept what Mr. Lamb was making him to realize. Mr. Lamb told him that there are so many things around us which gives us positivity, like flowers, garden, beautiful nature. So we should avoid such people who make such bad remark on us, who create such negativity in us. We should not focus, we should not pay attention. Instead, we should take interest in the natural things, in the things which the God has provided us to give us positivity. He gave the example of a flower plant and wheat. He said, for some people, weeds might be unwanted plant, but for me, it is same as a flower plant. On the other hand, Derry was giving example of the people who were talking about his disabilities, who used to always talk about Derry's disabilities, Derry's physical appearance. They discuss that no one could love Derry apart from his mother. Even Derry gave the example that his mother kisses on that side of the face which is not affected. The face which is affected by acid, even Derry's mother did not like it. So all these experiences was making him sad. These were the bad experiences of his life which totally hurt him. So that is why he did not want to be with people. So dear students, we see in our society there are plenty of people who create such negativity. So what moral of this lesson, what we can learn from this lesson? We should always ignore such people who create such negativity in us, who cause such negativity. We should always avoid such people. So as of now, in this story we have seen the conversation went on. It is going on between Mr. Lamb and Derry. Mr. Lamb again and again trying to bring Derry out from negativity. But Derry, because the experience of his life is very bitter, that is why Derry could not come out of it easily, and Derry could not come out of easily, and he kept on giving the example after examples, in which he was proving how people think about him. Here, not only him, how people think about a physically disabled person. If a person is physically disabled, it is not his or her fault. So the society should not react such way, which hurt such kind of people. And on the other hand, the society should not show sympathy. They should be treated equally. They should be considered the equal part of our society. There should be no discrimination. But it is happening. It is existing among us, we all know. As it is happening in this story can easily be related to our life. Okay. So let's see what happened next in this play. Page number 63. Mr. Lamb. Let us first read the last paragraph of page number 62. They talk about me downstairs when I am not there. What will he ever do? What is going to happen to him when we have gone? However will he get on in this world? Looking like that, with that on his face. That's what they say. Mr. Lamb. Lord, boy, you have given 2 arms, 2 legs, and eyes and ears. You have got a tongue and a brain. You will get on the way you want, like all the rest. And if you chose and set your mind to it, you could get on better than all the rest. Further, Mr. Lamb told him that he could be better than anyone. It depends on the way he thinks. It depends on the way he thinks. He could be better than anyone in the society, in the world. Mr. Lamb told him that he has got 2 arms, legs, eyes, mind, everything was there. He could think better than anyone. He could do, better than anyone. Better than those who make such negative remark for such kind of people. Did how? Mr. Lamb. Same way as I do. Jerry asked how he could do it. Mr. Lamb said, same way as Mr. Lamb used to do it. So let's see how he used to do it. Mr. Lamb, Jerry, do you have any friends at this? Jerry asked Mr. Lamb if he had any friends. Mr. Lamb said, hundreds. Jerry, but you live by yourself in that house. It's a big house too. Mr. Lamb said, friends everywhere. People come in. Everybody knows me. The gate is always open. They come and sit here and in front of the fire in winter. Kids come for the apples and pears, and for coffee and for toffee, not coffee, it's toffee. And I make toffee with honey. Anybody comes, so have we. So he said, yes, I welcome everyone. That is why everyone is my friend. People who come in my garden, they all are my friend. Because I welcome them. Kids come for apples and pears, and people, in winter they come for fire. to get themselves warm. So that is why he said, and he also used to make toffee with honey. Okay, so that is why he said, yes, everyone who comes in my garden, they are my friend. Dairy. But I am not a friend. Dairy said, but I am not a friend. Mr. Lamb, certainly you are. At this, Mr. Lamb said, yes, certainly you are my friend. So far as I am concerned, what have you done to make me think you are not? Further he said, let me know one thing. Further he said, let me know one thing. How can you prove that you are not my friend? What you have done by which you can prove that you are not my friend? Dairy said, you don't know me. You don't know where I come from and even what my name is. Dairy said, you don't know anything about me. You don't know my name, you don't know where I come from. So how can we be friends? Dairy, I suppose not, no. Oh, Mr. Lamb, why should that signify? Why should that signify? Do I have to write all your particulars down and put them in a filling box before you can be a friend? So he said, in order to make you friend, need I to write down all your particulars and put it in a box? Do you think, is it required for our friendship? Do you think so? Daddy said, no, not. I suppose no. Mr. Lamb, you could tell me your name if you chose, and if not, you didn't. He said, if you chose, if you want, you can tell your name. But if you don't, then okay, didn't tell. Dairy. Only it's Derek, but I hate that. Dairy. If I'm your friend, you don't have to be mine. I choose that. Dairy said, my name is Derek, but I don't like to be called Derek. I like to be called Dairy. Further he said, okay, if I am your friend, but whether you are my friend or not, it's my own choice. Mr. Lamb, certainly. Dairy, I might never come here again. You might never see me again, and then I couldn't still be a friend. Dairy said, I might not be coming here again, so you won't be able to see me. So we are not friends. Mr. Lamb, why not? Dairy, how could I? You pass people in the street and you might even speak to them, but you never see them again. It doesn't mean they are friends. So Dairy said, you met number of people daily. They pass by you, but they are unknown to you. It doesn't mean they are your friends. Okay, now look at page number 64. Mr. Lamb, doesn't mean they are enemies either, does it? So he said, if they are not my friend, so they are not my enemies too. No, they are just nothing. People, that's all. They said they are neither the friends nor the enemies, they are nothing. That's all. Mr. Lamb, people are never just nothing, never. Dairy, there are some people I hate. Dairy said there are some people whom he used to hate. Mr. Lamb, that would do you more harm than any bottle of acid. Acid only burns your face. Mr. Lamb said that acid had just burnt your face, but you are thinking about such people, then it will burn you from inside. Terry said, only? Mr. Lamb, like a bomb only blew up my leg. He said, like a bomb which blew out my leg only, blew off my leg only. There's worse things can happen. You can burn yourself away inside. He said, worst thing can happen and you can burn yourself away inside. Daily. After I had come home, one person said he had have better off stopping in there in the hospital. He would be better off with others like him. She thinks blind people only ought to be with each blind people and idiot boys with idiot boys. Then he gives the example of a person in which he says, according to her, when Derry came from hospital, then someone said it was better for Derry to be in hospital. It was better for Derry to be in hospital because according to her, Derry could be more happy, could be happier with the people, those who are like him. According to that woman, the people having same kind of disabilities should live together. This is what she wanted to say. And people with no legs altogether. Derry said, alright, Mr. Lamb, what kind of a world would that be? Derry, at least there would be nobody to stare you at because you weren't like them. Derry said, at least in that world, there would be no one to stare at you because you are different. Mr. Lamb, so you think you are just the same as all the people with burnt faces? Further, Derry said that, Mr. Lamb said that, you are thinking that you are same as all people who have burnt faces just by what you look like. Everything's different. Everything is the same, but everything is different itself. He said, even if it seems that everything is same, but even though everything is different. So what does it mean? Everything same can be in the formation, in the appearance, but in the gesture, but it depends how a person thinks, how a person imagines the world to be. It depends on the person's thinking. If the person is negative, then the whole world, it does not matter what his or her appearance is. Okay, if you are the victim of negativity, then the whole world you will be seeing in the at the same point of view. Okay, so that is why he said, how do you make all that out? So he said, how did you come to know all about it? Mr. Lamb said, watching, listening, thinking. Daily. I would like a place like this, a garden. I would like a house with no curtains. Mr. Lamb, the gate is always open. Dairy. But this isn't mine. Mr. Lamb, everything is yours if you want it. What's mine in everybody's? Dairy. So I could come here again even if you were out. I could come here. Mr. Lamb, certainly. You might find others here, of course. Terry, oh, Mr. Lamb, well, that needn't stop you. You needn't mind. Terry, I would stop them. They would mind me. When they saw me here, they look at my burnt face and run. So he said, I like a house without curtain. I like your garden. I want such house, such place. So at this Mr. Lamb said, the gate is always open. You can come whenever you want. Whenever you feel like coming, you can come. Terry confirmed that whether he could come when Mr. Lamb was not there. Mr. Lamb said, yes, if I would not be here, then you would find someone else. So you can come here. Terry said, if I would find someone else, they might see my burnt face and might get afraid and might run away from me. Mr. Lamb, they might not. Mr. Lamb said, they might run away or they might not run away. You would have to take the risk. So would they. So he said, you would have to take the risk. Terry, no, you would. You might have me and lose all your other friends because nobody wants to stay near me if they can help it. So Terry said, no, you would have to take the risk. You might have me, and if I would be with you, then others will go away from you. Mr. Lamb, I have not moved. Terry, no. Mr. Lamb, when I go down the street, the kids shout, Lamb, lamb. But they still come into the garden, into my house. It's a game. They are not afraid of me. Why should they be? Because I'm not afraid of them. That's why not. So he said, it is not like that. It happened with me. Whenever I go out, the kids, they tease me by calling Lamela. But still, they come to my garden. They play with me. So they do not afraid of me because I do not afraid of them. Did you get your leg blown off in the war? Mr. Lamb, certainly. Did. How will you climb on a ladder and get the crab apples down then? Mr. Lamb, oh, there's a lot of things I have learned to do and plenty of time for it. Yours, I take it steady. Did. If you fell and broke your neck, you could lie on the grass and die if you were on your own. Mr. Lamb, I could. Then you said I could help you. Mr. Lamb, if you want to. Then, but my mother will want to know where I am. It's 3 miles home across the field. I'm 14, but they still want to know where I am. So here he said, as Mr. Lamb wanted help from Derry, so Derry said, I did not inform that I am here to my mother and I am 14 and still they worry about me, they want to know about me. So I should inform her. Mr. Lamb, people worry, Derry, people fuss. Mr. Lamb, go back and tell them. Derry, it's 3 miles. Mr. Lamb, it's fine evening, you have got legs. Daddy, once I got home, they would never let me come back. Mr. Lamb, once you got home, you would never let yourself come back. Daddy, you don't know. You don't know what I could do. Mr. Lamb, no, only you know that. Daddy said, if I chose, Mr. Lamb, if you chose, I don't know everything, boy. I can't tell you what to do. So here the conversation went on, and Mr. Lamb told him that you should go to your home and inform your mother, then you should come back. Then he told him that it is 3 miles away, and if once I would go, I would not be able to come back. So it's your choice whether you would come back or not. So this is what we have read till page number 65 in this video lesson, dear students. So in my next video lesson, I'll finish this lesson as only 2 pages are left. So thank you for watching. See you tomorrow.